Welcome. I'm Wang Fan, your host, and this is the report spotlight for the IoT System Integration and Professional Services Market Report. So welcome. Thank you for taking your time. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Wang. My name is Knud. I've been running IoT Analytics for the last 6.5 years, and I've been involved in pretty much all of the research that we've published on IoT and Industry 4.0 topics. My background is in industrial engineering.
All right. Then what caught your interest in this specific topic?
Actually, I think this was overdue for us to do some research on system integration in the professional services landscape for IoT. It comes up all the time when we talk about hardware topics, when we talk about software topics, when we talk about connectivity topics. Integration and services around integration always play a role, and so I think for us it was clear that we have to do some research on it. Plus, we had a bunch of requests from customers as well on what's happening and who to partner with in those kind of topics.
And why do you think should other people learn more about the topic?
Well, I think, as always, there are different groups of people who are interested in the research. So I think tech vendors should, if I look at that group first, they should know who to partner with. Partnering with the right integrator is an opportunity to have your technology smoothly implemented. At the same time, it's also a revenue opportunity where you share with the tech vendor this clients, so it goes both ways, but we've seen some pretty good success stories. Then for the system integrators themselves, obviously, it is important to know who you're up against, how the landscape is moving and what topics are hot. And then for the end users, it's about understanding for what you actually need outside help, and what are the topics where other companies are getting outside help. So that, in short, I would think is for the different end users the way they should look at it. The different, I should rather say, the different people who could consume our research.
Thank you. So what are some key takeaways you can share from your research?
Sure. I mean, there are different takeaways for everyone, and we could go on for an hour, I would think. I'll highlight a few. I think one takeaway for me is the importance of really integration services end to end and how important it is. So the reason is a lot of customers nowadays, and IoT is complex, we've talked about that before. They want a partner that can help them wherever they have a new problem coming up. And so as an integrator, you need to be able to help with the cloud setup. You need to be able to integrate some hardware, at least have a network where you can have different. You need to develop an application. So it's a very broad topic with lots of different angles, and end-to-end capabilities are really key these days. And it's not just a buzzword end-to-end. We've heard that word so often, but here it's really true. Maybe another one, I think demand is strong. You may think that integration at some point you don't need them anymore because IoT is mature and simplified and everything works through a platform. It's just not the case. I think we see it the opposite happening. It's getting more and more complex because many more devices are getting integrated and so on. And so that demand in the future for integration capabilities is just getting bigger, and that is probably also one of the reasons why tech vendors are really ramping up their integration capabilities. So think of a company like Microsoft that 5 years ago would not have been in the top 10 integrators. Now, when we did a survey in this report, Microsoft was in the top 10 with Microsoft Consulting Services, it's just one example where you see tech vendors really ramping up their integration and professional services capabilities. So that would be a few of the highlights for me, but there's obviously more.
Thank you. So let me end this spotlight right here. And if there are any questions, we're available on LinkedIn, Twitter, and through our website. So see you next time.